Oh my God, you guys. So, what an incredible day.
Slow turnaround.
Every chip has fallen into place, okay?
I've turned it the wrong way.
Every chip has fallen into place for the SEC to be left out of the playoffs. Not only did Georgia lose today, which made my day, it would have been a good day regardless, but everything, down to Washington winning, down to Florida State winning the worst game I've ever seen. This is the worst game I've ever seen in my entire life. Incredible. Now, props to Florida State defense. I mean, they're elite. They played out of their minds, okay? They played out of their minds. Everyone's going to focus on how bad Florida State's offense is. Are they a playoff caliber offense? No. They're not. They're a non-bowl eligible offense. But that defense is elite, and people are going to forget about that. They're going to forget that they beat LSU. They're going to say, blah, blah, blah. Jordan Travis is hurt. Rodemaker's hurt. They don't belong in the playoffs. They should be in the playoffs. I'll tell you what the playoff picture should be. Michigan, Washington. Those are two locks. They're both undefeated. You know what should be the third lock since they're undefeated is Florida State. If there's any justice in the world, Florida State. And the fourth, that comes down to Texas and Alabama. Well, both 11-1, both conference champs. Texas has a win over Alabama. So it's clear to me that it should be Washington, Michigan, Florida State, and Texas in the playoffs. Therefore, leaving the SEC out of the playoffs. And if there's any justice in the world, that's what it will be tomorrow. That's what it'll be tomorrow. This was incredible. And I hate to say it, but honestly, I feel like they're going to try to find a way to leave Florida State or Texas out or something and get Alabama in there. I mean, I just don't see how they're going to cope with this. I mean, but this is the literally perfect scenario to leave. And it's so funny to me, the SEC fans. Oh, it just means more. It just means more. Dude, they think they've been running around. You had Greg Sankey, the SEC commissioner, on game day this morning talking about one of these things is not like the other. Let's go back to Sesame Street, saying that the SEC is clearly the best conference. Well, it appears to me they're not. I don't know what they've seen out of Georgia and Alabama that makes them think they're any better, okay, than any of the other playoff teams besides Florida State. But Florida State deserves to be in, bottom line. You go undefeated, you go 13-0 in a Power 5 conference right now, you deserve to be in the playoffs, okay? They need to be put in the playoffs. It's so clear to me. And I mean, I don't know if they'll do it or not. I don't know. But the meltdown from the SEC fans already has been incredible. Even before everything fell into place for this, they were already melting down. So I'm stoked. Okay, tune in to me. I'm at my boy Rec Talk's house here. Tune in to our freaking stream tomorrow. We're going to stream the bowl announcements.
We will.
We're going to stream the bowl announcements. And we're going to see, first of all, right here, where the Jackets are going, baby. We're going to see them announce us go play Rutgers in the Pinstripe Bowl. And then we're going to see what they do if they have the balls to keep SEC out of the freaking playoffs, which is what needs to happen, okay? Florida State's undefeated, 13-0 ACC champs. I don't give a damn about their quarterback situation. Guess what? Precedent has already been set. In the very first playoffs, Ohio State was down to their third-string quarterback and won the Natty.
Beat a prime Bama.
Beat a Bama in their prime. Anything can happen in football. That defense is nasty, dude. They knew exactly what they needed to do. Okay, they understood exactly how bad their offense was going to be and how much they needed to do. And by God, dude, that was some nasty defensive work on Florida State's part tonight. To hold Louisville to 6 points, I don't care who you are. Who else could do that? Louisville has an incredible offense this year. People are going to say, oh, they lost to Pitt and freaking Kentucky. Dude, they have an amazing offense. They haven't been held to 6 all year. Nobody's done that. That's nasty work, dude, okay? And the SEC, it needs to be left out. And another thing, I'm seeing Kirby Smart crying about, This might be its own video. I don't know. But Kirby Smart's crying, saying Georgia should be put in. Michigan and Florida State would have had to lose for Georgia to have a smidgen of a chance to get in. Okay? Obviously, they both won. So now the SEC as a whole shouldn't be able to get in. But I don't know. Kirby's was like, you're talking about the 4 best teams. The 4 best teams need to be put in. I want to know who he thinks that he's better than out of Washington, Texas, and Michigan. And Alabama. That's 4 right there. You can tell me you're better than Alabama? No. Who are you going to tell me you're better than? I don't know. Kirby Smart's always already whining and crying and complaining. And Georgia fans made fun of like Nick Saban for doing this last year or the year before or whatever. They made fun of Nick Saban for the same thing. Now Kirby's doing the same thing. They made fun of Alabama for needing help to get in the playoffs. Now they need help. Well, it's over now. They're not getting in now. But they needed help. They were watching this Florida State game. Georgia fans, SEC fans, they were all watching this awful game. They just sat through 4 hours of this god-awful game just for Florida State to take a dookie on all of their hopes and dreams of the SEC getting in the playoff. It just means more, huh? It just means more. Well, we'll see about that when you guys are sitting at home. If there's any justice in the world, okay? And if the 4 teams, in whatever order you want to put them, are not Washington, Michigan, Texas, and Florida State, I swear to God, I will complain on the internet about it. You will be hearing from me. I will. I promise I will. Okay? There is no justice in the world if that's not the 4 playoff teams tomorrow. It's clear as day what needs to happen. I just don't know if they have the strength to do it. So that's all I got to say on the matter. Tune in to me and your boy right here. We just had a great freaking stream. Subscribe to Rec Talk and check out our stream of us tomahawk chopping through this awful game. And thank you guys for watching. Go ACC.
ACC.
ACC. ACC. And we'll see y'all next time.